Hey y'all, thank you again for following my journey. So today I am 13 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I was behind a day. I was putting myself behind a day. My weeks roll over on Tuesdays and I'm due August the 14th. So since the last time I saw y'all, I was preparing for my doctor's appointments. I had two doctor's appointments this week. The first one was my first trimester ultrasound, and my second one was just, a routine visit with the OB. So as far as the ultrasound, everything went well. Thank God, fingers crossed. I was so grateful to see the baby and the heartbeat. And that's the first thing I ask as soon as I get in there. Do you see a heartbeat? Which is awful to say, awful to say, but I was just so relieved. I would say this time around in my the second ultrasound, I felt more comfortable because the first time during the 8-9 week visit, I was extremely anxious and just nervous and just out of my head. But I was more comfortable this week, y'all, and so I felt better. And the wait wasn't as bad. I waited 40 minutes this time instead of 4 hours. And so the 13-week ultrasound is to check for any chromosome abnormalities, tests. They look at the fluid behind the baby's neck and they test the distance of the skin and check for Down syndrome. And the doctor said everything went well. She didn't see any concerns. They were able to look at the blood flow in the heart and the umbilical cord, and she said everything looked good. So I was so grateful. And my husband was there, and he had Emmanuel, and so I was worried. We was worried the appointment was gonna be super long, so that's why we brought the baby with us. We picked him up from daycare early, and Emmanuel, he was looking at the ultrasound, and he kept pointing, saying, "Baby, baby," and it was just so sweet, and it just melted my heart. And he was looking at my tummy. He said, "Mommy tummy, mommy tummy," and it was just the sweetest thing, y'all. I was laying back in the table or whatever. He kept coming up to me, rubbing my stomach. So I think he knows now because he saw the doctor, rubbing my stomach with the ultrasound machine. And Brandon kept saying, "Baby, baby." And it was just the sweetest thing. I need to vlog the visits. I was scared. I didn't know if they would let me, record anything or not. But that would have been the first perfect visit to vlog because it just went so well. And I was just so extremely grateful. And the doctor was super nice. She was very nice. And so they didn't have any concerns. The fluid looked good. The baby was measuring 13 weeks and 2 days. So it was a little day ahead. And I guess it could vary anyway. She didn't tell me to wait. But around 13 weeks, the baby is the size of a kiwi. And I don't feel like it's that big. And I notice now when I lay down at night, I can feel like the lump or like I can feel my stomach. It's definitely changed when y'all see it. But I definitely feel the physical changes, and I feel inside. I feel something. I don't know if it's kicks or is it too early, but I feel something is there, And I know I keep saying that, but I was so grateful. And so that appointment went well. The next day, I just went by myself. It was just a regular OB appointment where they did the pap test, and I was hoping to get away from doing it, but that went well. She was very nice, very gentle with the pap test. I talked to her about my diet because I'm concerned I'm gaining so much weight. I've already gained a ton of weight before I was pregnant, and so I'm just worried about my weight gain, during this pregnancy. And I asked her if I could do low carb or what kind of diets can I do to kind of maintain my weight during this pregnancy because I'm very concerned about it. But she said don't go on any diets, don't do any low carb stuff. It's really not healthy for the baby. But she just kind of gave me a sample meal plan, things to go by. One thing I didn't know, she said it wasn't good to eat fruit and dairy for breakfast, first thing in the morning. She said it's better to eat like a protein, like eggs and some toast, and some water, not juice. And that's my biggest thing. I thought I've been doing good because I've been eating fruit and fruit juice. But she says not bad, but if you're trying to watch your weight while you're pregnant, it's better to eat more protein, she said, especially for breakfast. So I'm working on that, y'all. I've gained a ton of weight. I know y'all don't think I'm big, but I've gained a lot of weight. This is the biggest I've ever been in my life, literally. So, and when you see my belly, you can be like, "What in the world?" And the last belly shot I did, I had a maternity tights on, so my belly was kind of sucked in a little bit. So you didn't see the full belly, but you will see it. You can be like, "What in the world?" But yeah, the OB visit went good. So she talked about my diet, did the PAP, my weight, my blood pressure is perfect. I've always had good blood pressure, even when I was pregnant with Emmanuel and Nehemiah. I never had any blood pressure issues, thank God. What else? I think that was it. Oh, I did get blood work done, and that's when they did a whole panel of your blood type and any diseases or concerns. One thing that came back low was my vitamin D, and they said it's pretty common, especially in women, and just period. A lot of people don't know that you have low vitamin D. So she did write me a prescription to start taking vitamin D supplements, and I have to pick that up today. And so that's what I'm gonna start taking, the vitamin D supplements, because that was the only thing low. But everything else in my blood work came back normal, thank God. So other than that, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I would say the symptoms definitely changed a lot this past 2 weeks. The biggest thing is smells, and I can smell my dog right here, and I can smell his breath from like a mile away. Get down, Mike. Y'all seen Mike before. But I can smell him, and he just smells awful to me. Every little thing I can smell. When I walk in the house, I can smell dishes. When my husband opened the fridge, I'm like, something is going bad. Like, I have like the scent of a hound dog. I can smell everything. I was making ribs for my husband the other day, and I just felt sick to my stomach. It smelled disgusting. I can't stand the smell of meat, like cooking chicken and ribs. Oh, it smelled so bad. The whole house smelled awful. And I just called him on the phone. I said, "Brenda, I cannot cook this. I don't know. We need to go somewhere and eat." But the smell was so bad. I just can't stand the smell of meat. Like, I don't know. And I was like that with Emmanuel, and I ate a lot of cereal and milk and cereal, and I didn't eat a lot of meat, which I need to really watch. But the smell of meat really turns me off. Chicken, and I can't stand ribs, that pork. No, I do not want any pork chops, because my husband, he's a meat and potato type of guy. So he want real food. But it just smelled awful, and I could smell the dishes. So I need to go wash dishes. And every little thing I could smell like a dog. It's just so crazy. But that's definitely a new symptom that just started this week, and I was like that with Emmanuel. Another symptom, fatigue, and I'm peeing like crazy. My bladder, after you had a few babies, your bladder is no good during pregnancy. Literally. So I better not sneeze, and I've done that before and peed on myself at bed at night, and it's just a disaster. And I'm only 13 weeks, so I can't imagine when I get big and pregnant, I'm gonna have to wear like diapers to bed or something. And I always gotta pee when I'm driving, and I'm sitting in traffic, and it's just a big mess. And I have to pull over to these shady gas stations to go use the bathroom. So it's really bad. I always have the urge to pee like really bad. And so, yeah, my bladder is no good, and I'm only 13 weeks. But they say it's like that after you had a few babies, so yeah, so I always know, no matter where I go, I need to use the bathroom before I leave, use the bathroom as soon as I get there, especially at work, because I'm trying to drink a lot of water. I'm trying to keep my, hydration up. I don't want to get dehydrated, and I always know I have issues, my last pregnancy, with amniotic fluid. So I want to make sure I'm drinking enough, that my body's well hydrated. So I think that's about it. Just the low energy, the frequent urination, and the smells are awful. I'm not nauseous. I'm not throwing up or anything. It's just the smell of meat really turns me off. But other than that, I've been doing okay, y'all. During the ultrasound, the lady gave us a sneak peek of what the gender might be. I'm not going to say anything yet. But I was like, oh my gosh. But she said she wasn't sure. She wasn't positive. but she just kind of gave us an estimate. But I'll let y'all know when we know for sure. But we just kind of got an estimate, and it's driving me nuts because I just want to buy stuff. But then I'm nervous. I'm like, okay, what if I buy all this stuff and something happens to the baby? And it's just awful to have those feelings, you know. And so just taking it one day at a time, y'all, trying to stay hopeful and positive and trying to take better care of myself. And I appreciate you guys' love and support. I love the comments and just you all rooting for me and kind of keep me in your prayers. And I'm hanging in there. I wish I could vlog during my appointments, but that was such a good appointment, y'all, and I was just so grateful. And I wanted to do an update for Emmanuel, and he hasn't been cooperating with me, honestly. I don't know. I'll try to put a little snippets of what I did catch in the video. But he had a great birthday party this past weekend. He just turned 3 years old, and he is busy, 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 and giving me a run for my money. But he knows the baby's there. But it was just amazing to see, you know. So I hope he cooperates and be a good big brother. But I'm going to try to get a video with him, but it's really hard. He won't keep still. And he just rips and runs, and I'll try. I was trying to do an update video, and it didn't go well, but just know that he's doing good. I'm going to try to get something. And I wish it was better outside because we can do something outside at the park. But I'll try to do an update for Emmanuel very soon, as long as he lets me. But other than that, we're doing okay, y'all. And I didn't have any other updates. But that was about it. I'll show y'all my belly. This is the real belly. Because last time I had, you know, those slimming tights for maternities. I don't know. But y'all see, I'll gain a ton of weight. This is the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. I am 180. And when I was 9 months pregnant with Emmanuel, I think I was 170 something. So that's how bad it is. But give me some tips if y'all into health and fitness and pregnancy, and I don't know, because I'm used to doing those yo-yo extreme diets, and I need to find a good middle and to walk around the corner. Me and my husband want to work out more and do more health stuff because he gained a lot of weight too. So that's what we're real concerned about right now. But yeah, let me move this chair out the way. I probably had this dress a long time, probably when I was pregnant with Emmanuel. But this is 14-week, or almost 14-week bump on Tuesday. Yeah, it's big. And I always carry it real high up in here, and you'll see it in my other vlogs too. But that is 13 weeks, 3 days, bump, very big bump. Half of it is French fries and chicken. But yeah, that's it. Thank y'all again for watching, and I'll see you again.